Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife, responsible for effective management and sustainable use of KwaZulu Natal's biodiversity, stands out as one of the forerunners in partnering with local communities. Taking cognizance of the fact that conservation and sustainable use of natural resources, both inside and outside the protected areas, thrives only with the support of the communities living adjacent to these reserves, Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife embarked on a social responsibility program in 1999 that has attracted worldwide acclaim. Charged with the duty of biodiversity conservation within some 110 areas, the bulk of which are surrounded by rural communities, Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife have not only engaged and uplifted the surrounding communities, but effectively empowered many of them.
The introduction of the community levy program has ensured that the communities neighboring our protected areas realize a direct benefit from the revenue generated in those protected areas. The money that is collected is then used in programs that are aimed at development and upliftment within the very same communities.
One of the key focuses of the Social Responsibility Program is the creation of temporary employment and skills development opportunities for unemployed people through the implementation of labour-intensive projects. A shining example of such a project comes in the form of the Invasive Alien Species Program, which in the 2009 to 2010 financial year alone employed over 2,000 community members surrounding 55 of Ezemvelo's protected areas. Of the 492,664 hectares targeted, 290,548 hectares are infested with invasive alien plants. In this period, the program treated 116,927 hectares of this infestation, equating to 40% of all infestations being dealt with.
Ngihlala eMumbazi. Ngathola umsebenzi wa KZN eMumbazi waka Wildlife. Ngangade ngingasebenzi, ngihlele ekhaya. Ukuthola kwami lo msebenzi ngaba nokukhulu ukujabula lokho kwangangasebenzi. Ngafika la esiqwini ngingazi yini ama-plant ashawayo nangashawa. So ke ngase ngiyafundiswa ukuthi la esiqwini sishaya ufungufungu, sishaya umbhangabhanga, sishaya ubhici, bese sishaya nezinye ezingafunakali la ngaphakathi esiqwini engezona zala kwezokuyamba. So ke lapho kuthe sisasebenza kwathatha sifanele sihambe siye kofunda. So ke lapho ke saya kufunda. Masofunda kwathiwa kuyotrainelwa ukuthi sikwazi ukusebenzisa upoison. So ke kwangangenalo ulwazi ngaya kufundela ukuthi ngisebenzisa upoison. Ngase ngiyatshelwa ngehead and safe ukuthi iphethwa kanjani, yenziwa njani.
Partnering with other government departments and the private sector, other upliftment and empowerment projects currently underway include building and renovation of classrooms, administration blocks and offices, computer laboratories in rural schools, career guidance workshops for learners, indigenous medicinal gardens, and fully furnished early childhood development centres. Income-generating projects such as poultry farming, bakeries, laundry centres and community lodges see wholesale job creation and community empowerment.
It is very important for us as Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife to get involved in community projects, because we sincerely believe that if we get involved in community projects, we will be doing justice to the cause of conservation. In this instance, I want to talk about the bursary scheme for the Tembe community in the Mhlabuyalingana municipality. We are very thrilled to be part of this bursary scheme. We have contributed an amount of 200,000 to the bursary scheme for the year 2010. And the reason why we get involved with education is because we are fully aware of the fact that education is the key to the future. And as Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife, we've got an important role to play in the development of the communities, and you cannot develop a community that is not educated. So in the rural areas, there are always hardships in terms of resources that would enable children to go to tertiary institutions. So it is our contribution towards changing that situation. That is why we've been involved with this bursary scheme for the Dembe Tribal Council. It is very important for us to be part of that, and we are committed to supporting this bursary scheme for the foreseeable future.
To date, 128 projects have been implemented in communities to the value of 34.8 million rand, with 16 projects currently in progress.
Nginguthakasile Zondi, ngiqhamuka engodini, ngisebenza eMonks Cowl as i-relief clerk under Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife. Before ngangisebenza under i-UDP project ngiyi-clerk khona.
Ngithokoziswa kaNgcobo osuka awubuka uNkosini uBiyela, enye yama-project owners la ekhaya. Ngisebenza la ekhaya as a-supervisor, ngitrainwe i-KZN Wildlife before ngiqala ukusebenza la ekhaya.
Despite the funding challenges dogging Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife's efforts, support from various government departments and numerous private sector companies sees more than 7,200 job opportunities having been created by the program between 2001 and 2010.
Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife is part of government. We are an entity that is under the Department of Agriculture, Environmental Affairs and Rural Development within the province of KwaZulu Natal. And part of the mandate of the department is rural development. And hence, we are doing these projects that are aimed at rural development, not only to strengthen the partnerships that we have with our neighbors, but also to make sure that we assist the government or our department in realizing the target that they have. We have therefore partnered with many government departments in our initiatives aimed at rural development, and also private sector companies have come to the party. We would therefore like to extend a hand of invitation to the private companies that will be willing to partner with us, because we've realized over the years that it is better when we work together, because we bring about a bigger scale of impact rather than working in silos.
Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife's focus on developmental projects with the potential of long-term sustainability has proved that a partnership with both government and the private sector yields results previously considered a pipe dream. Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife will continue this dynamic approach to effective management and sustainable use of KwaZulu Natal's biodiversity, along with its valued existing and future partners.